Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered just released on PC, thanks to Aspyr for providing a code of the game. Now that I'm looking at it, it's actually verified. So right away it was unknown, now suddenly got verified, so that's perfect. So let's hit play and see what happens. As soon as you launch the game, you'll have this menu, Soul Reaver 1, 2, and the bonus content, lost levels, music player, all that good stuff. I'm not going to touch that. So let's launch the first game. By the way, we do not have any options for graphics or any of that. It just grabs your native resolution and renders the game like that. And since we're on the OLED Steam Deck, we're getting 90s. So what is this? This is actually a remaster of the original two games. This game is basically 25 years old and it's pretty obvious. But if you press on the right stick, boom, you get the new graphics. And I gotta say, they did a great job remastering the visuals. They redid all the textures, materials, 3D models, and you can jump from one to the other at the press of a button. The game is still the same as the one from 1999, I think it was. So yeah, you can see me swapping here and there. First of all, the Steam Deck doesn't even care that we're running this game. It's very easy to run, 17% GPU usage at 90 FPS. So you get 8 hours, more than 8 hours of battery on the OLED Steam Deck. So again, while the game I'm swapping back and forth is very old, I think they did a good job with the models and all that. Yeah, when it comes to lighting, it didn't change much. But as you can see, with 90 FPS as a target, we have no issues with over 8 hours of battery. Let's see if with a 6 FPS cap we can actually get, instead of 8 hours, even more, maybe? Maybe I'm being a little bit too ambitious. Okay, 60 frames. Okay, yeah, we stay at that 8 hour of battery mark. But again, I think the difference is pretty obvious. On the old graphics, it doesn't seem to have much of a... Yeah, it has a small performance impact, but the fan is not spinning. Yeah, we get more than 8 hours, definitely. So if we're playing at 60, you get more than 8.5 hours of battery, maybe 9 hours.
The old hunger has left.
But the visual difference of the models and the textures is pretty awesome, even when it comes to particle effects. This company, Aspyr, is the same one that upgraded the Tomb Raider games, the first 3 ones. But in those they changed the lighting, and it was more obvious of a change, I would say, more transformative. This one is pretty faithful to the original, I'd say. I mean, if you look at it, I just cannot believe the model is that much different. I wasn't a fan of Soul Reaver personally because, well, when I played it on PlayStation 1, I was like 7 years old. It was very scary, at least for me. So I never got into it, especially now with the new graphics. I might give it a shot. But so far so good. It looks very damn smooth at 90, you get 8 hours of battery. If you are on the LCD Steam Deck, at 90 FPS you'll probably get over 5 hours easily. But this is just the first game, so let's try the second one. The second one should hold up better, probably. Oh, I didn't remember this. Yeah, that's why it was so scary as a kid. I mean, just look at that. Anyway, 8 hours at 90 FPS. If you're on the LCD Steam Deck at 60 frames, over 4 hours easily. So to jump into the second game, just pause the game, quit game, hit yes, back to launcher, you get this, go to Soul Reaver 2. I got no options for graphics, so we're at 800p natively, no problems whatsoever when it comes to that. I tried to do super sampling, But super sampling, I don't know why, but it didn't work. So here we go. Soul Reaver 2. Yeah, the updates in models and textures are basically what you notice the most. And again, I haven't plugged in the Steam Deck since I started recording this video. The second game though seems to be... oh yeah, look at that texture quality. Nice. So as I was saying, the second game is probably a bit more demanding than the first one. I don't remember when this one came out. I think this is the one that I played as a kid actually. So yeah. This is the one that was scary to me, I guess. But still, it's nice to see when games are remastered properly. And by properly, I mean they look correct. They are faithful to the original at least. And you can always go back to the original look if you want to with the hit of a button. Those are the best remasters in my opinion. Just because of the fact that it doesn't destroy the legacy of the original. See, so what I did there? It doesn't destroy the legacy of Kain. That's so funny. Oh, he's so dead. Oh, nice, I can grab the sword. Feed. So 90 FPS, 8 hours of battery on a full charge. Easily. Let's very quickly do 60 frames just to see the performance. I'm guessing it's going to be fine. But at 60s, I mean, the game runs without an issue at 90 FPS. So 60s is going to be obviously better. Wow, the gore also considering the age of the game, I think it's pretty impressive. Old versus new. Yeah, also there's a bit of change when it comes to lighting, as I said on the previous one. That drop shadow from the character. Now it has a more interesting shadow. It's a bit darker. I dig that. So as I was saying, this is the kind of remasters that I enjoy the most, I'd say. Because you're basically still playing the original game. But with better models, better textures, same gameplay as before. And you can do that toggle with graphics. Yeah, more than 8 hours of battery at 60, so the fan doesn't even turn on. Let me know in the comments if you know about any issues of running it above 60. It went to 90 by default. I didn't have to change any options because there's none. But I was expecting a bit more change when it comes, if I have to say something bad about it. I was expecting a bit more change when it came to the lighting. I mean, you can obviously see, again, the models are stupidly better. They're faithful to the original designs. Same with the textures. You can see the ground, the doors. But the lighting, apart from that extra shadow they put on your character, I was expecting a bit more. Like in the Tomb Raider remaster, the Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, which I have a video in the description if you're interested. That also runs amazingly well, but again, this could have failed spectacularly, but it didn't. So far so good. I was just expecting a bit more when it came to lighting. That's about it. There you go, all dead. So yeah, some of the best stuff that you can play on Steam Deck, something that gives you like 8 hours of battery at 90 FPS, hell yeah. And with the OLED panel, looks great. It really pops, which is what usually happens. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks again to Aspyr for providing a code of the game. And I might be finally playing this, now that I'm no longer 7 years old and scared about these games, which should be good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, 0 RPM on the fan, very long battery life even on the LCD Steam Deck, and on the OLED it feels like infinite battery life. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. It's just pretty funny to be able to change graphics at the press of a button. That's highly appreciated.